Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. So, welcome. The energy is really strong this evening. We were guided to come on and give some messages. So, we're going to start with the general reading, and then we will get into some questions. We hope everyone is doing well. Like we said, we feel like the energy is really strong. So, whenever you're seeing this, just be take a deep breath. No, it's like really like we feel like really like I feel like heart pounding energy. So hi Corinne, how are you doing this evening? And we did bring the twin flame ascension cards tonight. So we're gonna start with those and to see what is the general message that wants to come out. We're going to be on at 6, and then we're working on doing something, so we just kind of got wrapped up in that for a little bit, so everything in the right time. Okay. Go ahead and put these on because the energy is really strong. The first card that came out is the card of I am enough, let go of expectations. The card of practice self-love, nurture your inner child. The card of surrender, dark night of the soul. And the card of queen, divine feminine. Ooh, we like that. Apparently that is the reason why we brought the twin flame cards. And the bottom of the deck is the, masculine twin, releasing lower self. So we have the divine feminine, which is the queen card, and then the masculine twin, which is releasing the lower self. So apparently we're doing a twin flame reading to start out love, money, or spiritual guidance. So we are gonna see what is the message. I feel like one of the people are that I am enough card, and the other one is self-love, and like that is like I feel like maybe the masculine and feminine are coming into that energy within themselves, and therefore will bring it in to their other person, which in turn will direct that, pull that underlying energy to you. I feel like the divine feminine is definitely in this self-love. I am enough. I feel like the feminine's, been doing the hard work. I feel like there's one more thing that you need to surrender. What is that? What is the thing that you need to surrender? And we're gonna get a message to that. What does the divine feminine need to surrender to bring in this masculine twin? And then the card underneath that is the card of reunion. So are you ready to bring your person in, which is, reconciling the differences? Are you ready? Are you ready to bring love in a really powerful way? We feel like we are in a twin flame portal from 11-1 to 11-11. So are you ready? We also have one more 11 because the 29th will also be an 11. So the 29th will also be 11-11. So message about that. Something from between 11-1 and 11-29. So the current energy is the Knight of Swords, which is being crossed by the Ace of Cups, which is that self-love, filling up your cup. And like once you actually step into doing that, like the energy moves so swiftly, like I can't say that once I stepped into mission, how quickly my desire was fulfilled with Dave. The underlying energy or the foundation is the full. Are you ready for something brand new? Are you ready for a new opportunity with this? Have you worked on your self love? The highest vibration you're in, you're going to match that energy to you right where you're at. Um, the recent past is the strength card. And, I feel like in this card there, it's chained. And I feel like you've overcome that, whatever you were chained to in the past. You've been working on overcoming. That really reminds me also of like the Queen of Cups, which is still about being balanced in that energy. But like the strength is about working through it, being in the space of, I am just going to look at right where I am at right now. The headspace, the page of wands, and in this card, it always reminds me of the Four of Wands. Um, there are the four pillars there, so it does always remind me of the Four of Wands. So I feel like you could be getting a message from your person. There's a certain reason we use this, and this is the headspace. So are you ready for a new opportunity with your divine masculine as you find the balance between your masculine and feminine and come into that place of, I am whole by myself and I'm living my best life. And when it's the right time, it's going to happen, because truly that is when it's going to happen, when you surrender. When you surrender, that's when wish fulfillment can truly come in. The current environment is the Nine of Swords. That is, nine is the end of the cycle, but swords is chaos. And, it's about, are you listening to the guidance or are you listening to the mind chatter? And where do you really want to be with that? And the how other people see you is the Two of Cups, which for me is about you being in balance. Where are you with your masculine and feminine? The hopes and fears card is about, the death card, transformation. Are you going through this transformation of finding your personal masculine, feminine balance? And getting out of that space, of that headspace, once again, that I am enough and self-love. And like in this, she is like on top of those swords. She is climbing out of that. And then we got the Nine of Swords here. So we got the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Cups. So it's definitely about ending a cycle and moving forward. And we did a reading this morning, and it definitely also had the reference of ending a cycle. We have the Star for the underlying energy, the Eight of Pentacles, the Lovers card, and the Page of Swords. So I feel like some healing work is currently being done to surrender this, knowing what you need to surrender. And then the Emperor is the bottom of the deck. I feel like there has maybe not been communication, but I feel like there will be new communication. If there hasn't been, we feel like new communication is imminent as Mars moves into Leo tonight. If it hasn't already, it's getting ready to. I know that happens tonight. We're also going to get a couple of Celia cards. Let's see what is going on for guidance for this reading, if this reading is for you. And the card is opening up your spiritual gifts. And I could say that because like my crown was just so lit up right then. So opening up new gifts. Are you ready for something new? And then you get the card of fill up your cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. So as you're in this place of self-love, of knowing you're enough, right here, self-love, right here, I am enough. When you're in that place of knowing I am enough by myself, then it all can come to you. It's like when you let that go, and like in the right time, it's going to happen. Because as soon as you really trust and surrender and let it go, like that is literally when it happens. That's exactly how it happened for me. I have learned, words don't teach you, you have an experience, and that's my experience. So I teach my experience, and my experience was literally as soon as I stepped into mission and said, this is what I'm doing, like I got my wish fulfillment. Like, it's like today I've had a good day. I've got a couple more bookings today. I actually have quite a few readings I have to do. So are you ready to step in? Because all you have to do is offer to be of service, and you would be as surprised at when you step into service, like when you're unsure of which direction to take. Be open, be of service, ask, source, what can I do? And as you surrender that, and then you follow the guidance of what the action you're guided to take, when you follow that message, that is going to be the thing that is going to, bring towards you that wish fulfillment that you're truly, truly seeking. So, um, 1111. Hi, Corinne. How are you doing? We have 3 of those this month. It's a big activation for, the twin flame, that 1111. That was in that headspace. So what's going on? Is it love? Because that was just totally a love reading. The masculine, the feminine, like very strong energy with that. Sure. So. There is a reason. So we will. We're going to use the energy cards. Like, there is going to be so much opportunity for you, Corinne. Like, the opportunity that's opened up for me in the last 12 hours has been phenomenal. And just that me letting go, and being of service and having that offer of being of service. So was that job truly your dream job, or was it just meh? And we had that hostilities card there this morning. I don't like that at all. And you get the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Maybe somebody was talking behind your back, because there's also the deceit card. With that, because Archangel Gabriel is the 5th chakra, and then that is the deceit card. Yeah, I feel like you have to also be aware of it wasn't for your highest good, because it wasn't your dream job. There's something so much more out there. Like, immediately when I saw the throat chakra, I heard podcast. So, do you have any interest in? Do you have any interest in speaking? Like, do you have any interest in that at all? Like, I've been getting that message so much lately for people about, it's time to be open to that. Corinne, where are you using your voice in your work? Like where, I feel like Gemini is a strong position for you, and where is that? And do you know where your Chiron is? Do you know where your North Node is? Do you know where those things are? Because some of those things can lead you towards your path. I feel like you're supposed to have a job speaking. Yeah, literally, because as soon as I did that, I heard podcast. So have you thought of having a podcast? Have you thought of And then you get the card of cornucopia, the thinking woman, and the second chakra, which we were talking about your second chakra earlier, I believe. So I felt like that whole hot thing. And then the sun. So you have the opportunity to manifest your desires. The sun is the happiest card. The world is a brand new cycle. The card under that is the thinking woman. The card under that is financial constraint. So it's about overcoming that. Ask the universe, as like I heard somebody say at one time, hey source, what is my $1 million idea? And then listen, like I got this great idea of a knee brace, and I was just talking to my son about it last night, about doing that, because when I had asked that, like I do physical therapy sometimes, so not as much anymore, but I had an idea for a knee brace that would give stability to people in a way there's not a knee brace that does that. I'm just not an engineer enough to make that work. Oh, yeah, I heard like the throat chakra, I heard podcast. So I'm like, do you want to do a podcast? What's your and I do feel like you're supposed to be a messenger. I do. Like if you could have write your dream job, what would you want it to be? So he's like, what do you want? Apparently we're going to shuffle the cards a minute. So she's like, what do you want? She said, we're on it at an irregular time for us, Dave's swimming. So we're, yeah. If you're looking for a job, go look on them job boards and see the review from the past employees. They tell you the truth. Them guys don't ever like that, but yeah, but Celia says dream your big dream. If you could pick your she's sitting there enjoying what she's doing. I mean, look, I'm enjoying. Dave's gone, so I'm like, I guess I'll do a live tonight. So, and since I decided to do that, I got a lot of traffic in in my inbox. So we got the Two of Cups crossed by the King of Wands. Being clear about what you want, gaining the clarity about what you want, taking the focused intention of writing down specifically what you want, I want flexibility. I want paid for my value. And then you have to know your value. But I feel like you're going to find action with that. Ask, what's my $1 million idea? Ask, if I were the perfect job for me, where would I be? Let it be easy. Show me where it is. Give me guidance, speak it out loud. It's like, have you ever thought about something and then it showed up in your inbox in an ad for something in some way? You had a reference to something you were just talking about with somebody, or even sometimes thinking about. Have you ever had that? If you take the time to have the focused intention, the thinking woman, spend some time gaining clarity about what you want, write it down, then go in your sacral chakra and feel how it would feel if you had that perfect opportunity come to you. And then it can come. You are not using your manifestational power to the fullest of your ability. Harness the masculine part of it. Write the list. Think about it. That's the masculine part. Write the list. Feminine energy. Feel how it would feel when you have it. Also, do you know where your North Node is? Do you know where your Chiron is? Like your North Node is the mission in this life. Chiron is the thing you're meant to heal. And as you heal it and you do that, you teach that to other people. The speaking part. Like as you do those things and work towards that and get clarity about that, that is the thing you teach. So and you can't be in lack. You have to trust in source, God, your higher power, whatever it is you believe in, that you will be taken care of. Because as you're doing the work you're supposed to do, you're going to be put in the right place. The foundation is the King of Swords. So that's two masculine energies. So that feels like a lot of trying to do maybe a lot of masculine. Is your job primarily with men? And have you thought about looking into a different industry, kind of doing the same thing, but maybe in a different industry? Like, I feel like whatever you're in is maybe a very male dominant thing. And I feel like that's not what you want to be. I feel like you have great ideas and you try to bring things forward. And I feel like you're standing over here alone and these guys aren't paying any attention. Headspace, that Knight of Swords, like, yes, like, what do you want to do? Like, what are some of the qualities you want in a job? Flexibility, good pay, reciprocity. What kind of benefits do you want? What are some things you are like really things that you decided you want in a job? Like, why not change industry? Yeah. Why not change it completely? So, like, and then we get the star card, which is Aquarius energy, which is something that is like the healing industry, the metaphysical industry. How can you move your work type into a job into some kind of a healing industry? Something about like that healing energy, because the star for me, right, that is always like that healing energy. And like she's out there wishing and she's like got her thing up. She's getting the connection. It's all going to work for her. The environment is the Nine of Cups. Hey, Corinne, I I don't know. I know you're in Canada, so I don't know. In the United States, if you get let go from a job like that, you can get unemployment until you can get a new job. I don't know if they offer that in Canada, but like a in between thing. I don't know what other countries do. So just, but I feel like something like can be really like a very prosperous thing, maybe even like a new company, a startup company, somebody you could. Corinne, what do you do? Question. What do you do? How other people see you is the Eight of Swords. Maybe they don't see the real you. They see, especially in a masculine energy, they're going to see you as they're going to see, do they see you as competition? Like, so they're going to project negative energy at that. Tell me your ideal work situation. Like, what would be like best case scenario? The headspace or the hopes and fears card is the Page of Swords, which is about learning something new. It's sometimes about holding back communication. So I feel like it's about learning a new industry, learning a new opportunity, doing something different. I hear put it out there and then trust that like don't be limited that you're looking for the very same exact type of work. You have certain skills and sometimes it's time to stretch yourself and apply yourself to that next level of position. I feel like you're definitely not dreaming big enough. Like I feel like still something in the healing field to come in the future. Um, the outcome we get is the Ace of Pentacles. Update yourself and yeah, like do something fun. Like spread your wings. I hear like so the underlying energy is the Eight of Pentacles, the Devil, um, the Five of Wands, and the Chariot. So you're going to move forward quickly. I feel like you're going to get moved to a better place. I feel like expect the expect the best. Like put it out there. Like show me how good it can get. Like what's where is the place I can have the most fun and have them be the most value, because where you're having fun is where you're going to be the most valued, because you're going to be in a high vibration because you're having fun. So expect to have fun in your job. Be that you bring the fun, so be the fun, bring the fun. And the Temperance is on the bottom, which is saying to me that Archangel Michael is with you and guiding you, and just it's about trust. So you have Michael, you have Gabriel. I still feel like you're supposed to do some like talking. Ultimately, and then you get the True Love card, and then the bottom of the deck is the Twin Flame card. I will just say, Corinne, when we started, we did a Twin Flame reading. It felt like as you come into balance of a masculine and feminine, then a person would come back. So we're just going to say that those did come out. Are take the time to think about what you want, like be really like specific. But when you're thinking of that list, are you thinking of any of the other negative thoughts of that list? And then as you make that list, take some time to like read that list and then feel how it would feel. Like you have the opportunity to like manifest your dream job. Oh, by the way, you also have Archangel Ariel. So you have three of the archangels. So Corinne, are you going through a really big upgrade? I totally feel like ultimately you're going to be doing something with speaking in, if it isn't in your current industry or with the job or something. Like when you're going and applying for jobs, those jobs that you think the when you look at it and it says, "Oh, that's over my level," apply for it anyway. Stretch yourself a little and like trust that like the right thing is going to come to you. Like you just have to put yourself in a place to be seen, that you're not really like totally limiting yourself, because I feel like we're going to say it again, that sacral chakra very blocked. So wear some orange. Super good idea. Wear orange. Eat orange food. But like work on that like sacral chakra. Actually here we might be able to. I don't know if I can. Oh, I don't know if I can. A good mantra for that is I embrace my creativity and my emotions. Carnelian or orange calcite, sweet orange or lang lang, or mm, mm, jasmine, maybe. Things of creative expression are all good things for your sacral chakra. So, oh no. Everything is going to work out. Like everything is going to work out. Call the archangels in to be with you. Like write your thing, feel your emotion. Know and trust. Everything is always working out. Yes, you have to just have faith. And we feel like really stretch yourself, Corinne. It's the energy we're getting. So I'd like to thank everyone for joining us. Please just drop us a comment. Let us know you're here. Janice, how are you doing? What's coming for me for love and the rest of the year? Okay. And we have the romance angels. Hey, Corinne, are you still here? And you get the retreat card, Janice, which is it's time to disconnect from the world, which is about kind of pulling your energy back a little bit. And then the bottom of the deck is religious factors. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Hold on. It'll come back. Somebody else's guides came in. So Janice's guides came in. So we're doing that. Yeah. We will say on the retreat card, it is a couple walking together, but sometimes you just have to take time apart, and those cards are really full of energy. We have the Seven of Swords, which is about walking away from things that no longer serve you. The Ace of Swords, which is about gaining new clarity. The Queen of Pentacles, which is about knowing your value. Also mother energy, and then the Strength card, which is about overcoming, some difficult situations. The underlying energy is the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Death card, and the King of Pentacles. So, Janice, how is your relationship with your parents? Because you get the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. And for me, that feels like either are you getting separated or are your parents being an influence in your life, or your spiritual upbringing. But I feel like I really feel like your parents, because then we get the Five of Cups, which is about, letting go of things that are not serving you, beliefs that are not serving you. So, yeah. How's that going? I feel like maybe did it start out as a good thing, but maybe now it's more of a burden. If it's kind of being a burden, know that that's about to change. But I feel like this is definitely family karma is we're doing these things right now to heal family karma. Yeah. But you know what? That's taught you what to expect in a love relationship. So I'm getting the guidance for you to write down, like, sometimes we don't know how we feel about a relationship because we get things programmed into us from our parents, and we see their relationship and then we just kind of think that's normal when it's not necessarily the normal. So if it's not, if it's not of the highest vibration, maybe take a look at, what do you see as a healthy relationship? What are you trying to manifest into a relationship? Because I feel like there's like some negative energy there that, like, as soon as you get new clarity on it's going to move you forward from this. Like, how's your relationship with your mom? How's your, parents' relationship? So, because you're going to manifest whatever you believe. And if what you believe is super good, then that's awesome. But if your experience of the karma is not the best, then you're here to break the karma. Just know that that's what we're doing here at this time. We're breaking the karma, changing the cycles. I will just tell you, I wrote a couple of years ago my perfect mate, and it's got like 2 pages. Like, I have that whole page and I have another whole page, like, of all the things I wanted in my partner. Loves me unconditionally, loyal, is an active listener, respects my spirituality, meditates with me, is awake. Like, I got 2 pages of stuff. I knew what I didn't want, so I knew what I did want. And you know how powerful this is? I am married to my person that's on this list. Like, you see my flowers? These are what we grew in our backyard that he cut for me. The flowers are on my list too. Like, so you can literally manifest what you want. Only put the positive words, and only, and then after you write your list, take some time to get in your heart space and then think how it will feel if that person is in your house and in your life. Like, if that person were who you come home to, how would that feel? If that was, how would you feel? So you can dream that big dream. So anybody else that would like a message, just drop a comment. Let us know you're here. I mean, like, he's like my whole list. Like, my phone going crazy. Very odd. Okay. Yeah, so like our words are powerful. So like, if you're having a situation, earlier we did a we can do a reading where we look at your energy and their energy and like relationship reading. You could, if you're interested in booking a reading with me, you can book it at my website at crystal-intentions.com. I have a couple of different types of readings we offer. Currently, we have a reading and a energy clearance session for like $88. So, and actually, I have a group special. I'm in a group and I'm offering a special. And if you book a service in November, you get that free service in January. So, as extra incentive. And Miss Ba, what do you want to manifest in love? Yeah, we're still doing some readings. So we're going to get for you what is coming for you in love. Like, we're going to tell you what we were just talking about. Here is my manifestation book. Here is my manifestation book. Up here at the top, it says My Perfect Mate. Mine is 2 pages long. I was married for 19 years, so I knew what I did and I didn't want. So you know what I did? I wrote it all down as a thing. I was very specific. I wanted somebody loyal, honest, committed on their spiritual path. Brings me flowers, has balanced energy, appreciates me, gives advice, is attentive, is kind and caring, enjoys traveling, shows affection, committed, partnership, confident, values me, prosperous, funny, communicates good, likes, spontaneous, likes public display of attention, wants a relationship, treats me like a queen. Like all of my list, I'm married to my list. Like literally that person, this house right here. He'll be home here in a little bit. He's out swimming. So he's doing his thing. That's why I'm like, well, I guess I'll get on and do a live. So and you get the card of soulmate. So you can literally create, especially right now, like the energy is like so strong right now. So you get the card of soulmate, which is, yes, this is your soulmate, and trust. The situation is calling for you to have trust that like your right person's going to come to you in the right time. You want to make sure you're being in a really happy, high vibration all the time. Because when you attract this person to you, you want them to be in that happy, high vibration. So the bottom of the deck is stay optimistic about your love life, positive thinking, and faith will bring you romance. So it's about like really focusing on what do you want to manifest. And sometimes you get what you expect, which is not always what we want, especially if we'll pull you a couple tarot. Like if you have not been having the greatest, like the exact relationship that you want, and then it kind of becomes a pattern. Sometimes you have to look at like your parents and your like family to see, are you repeating some kind of pattern? Yeah. Break the pattern, time to break the karma. Like, yeah, what do you want? Like now it's an expectation too. Like now you have an expectation of that from people. But you want to know the good news? You have now become in my environment, and we see what's coming to us in other people. And I'll tell you, I am getting ready to go to Sedona for my 3rd wedding anniversary. After that, we're going to go to Florida for 2 weeks. So, like I am living my best life. I manifested it by writing down what I want and then following the actions of source. Because every time when I surrender to my path, like it happens. Like I was doing energy work and I instantly assumed, like I changed my dating profile to energy healer. And I told one person, I'm dating for marriage. And I looked at how I felt about commitment because I had been married. I had kept attracting non-committal people. You know who the non-committal people was? Me. I had an energy with commitment, and I feel like you probably have an energy with commitment too now. So write what you want, only the positive words. And then when you're done writing your list, hand on your heart, and then to feel like how it would have for you to have that person. And that person's going to come. It's going to come at the exact right time. It's about you healing this expectation. So when that person comes in, you don't have to expect them to repeat that cycle. And for you to, like, there's so much more for you. What kind of healer are you? Are you doing your spiritual work? Because I'm going to tell you, I put it on my dating profile. I took everything off because everybody I was dating needed energy work. So I'm like, okay, I'll just do energy work because everybody needed energy work. And as soon as I put energy work on there, the next person that I talked to was my now husband. He's like, what's an energy worker? And I'm like, And I stood him up the first date, like, yeah. But there is like so much for you. I'm going to tell you, I'm hosting a class on December 2nd. It's $10 for it's called the Chiron class. It's about healing in your birth chart. You have the key symbol. My guide says it is the key. So she's very strong on about healing it. That was something else I was working on. So it's about how to use this in your work as a healer. So my website's in the description box if you're interested, and the Chiron class is on there, and it's $10. So it's December 2nd, and it's about how to heal that particular wound that you signed up for. You get that wound as a child, and you repeat that cycle throughout your life. Anyway, that's all channeled on what you need to know, because normally this is not the time of night I'm ever on, ever. So I needed to apparently give Corinne a message and you a message. So be optimistic, know it's going to come. And you want to really be in that place of that high vibration of knowing your worth. And then that you're going to attract that back to you because people know your worth. And then it's funny because you get the Ace of Cups, which is about filling your cup up. And the bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords, which is about doing the healing work of that. So fill your cup up, know your worth, know your value. And we're going to get you one of my cards from my deck that I created. And you get the card of moon activation, which is spend some time under the moonlight. We're getting ready to have a full moon in Scorpio on the 15th. Saturn has been retrograde in Pisces. Saturn is going to move out of retrograde on the same day of that full moon. If you have been doing your karmic work, Saturn brings you a gift for doing the work. So I feel like you have been doing the work. So with that, Saturn will kind of bring you a blessing into your life of some sort. That blessing will be based on how much you value yourself. So there's that card. And then we get the water healing card, which is spend some time in or near the water and drink extra water. And then surrender into service. When you are unsure of which direction to take, surrender into service and divine timing. Let go of control, source is working on it. So everything in the exact right time. Like from the time I took a Chiron class until I met Dave was 2 months. And first date, we both knew. Like, so But thank you for joining us. Shan, can we get a question for you? You are very welcome. And make sure you subscribe. We're on frequently, normally earlier in the day, and do lives or drop videos. So and have I met my divine partner? I love those blue hearts, by the way. And you get the card of new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And you also get the stay optimistic card on the bottom of the deck. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So is this a new person? Because it says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So if this is somebody you've recently met or rekindled with, we feel like that's very good vibration for that. Make sure you're like loving yourself. Like the more you love you, the more that person will show and express love to you. Like people are mirrors to us. If you are beaten up and not feeling good about yourself, that other person will treat you that exact same way. And we don't think you want that. So make sure you're like loving, like really like love, like your love. Get you the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. Do you have a list already? Did you put it out there of what you wanted? Has this come to you? Because like you got a 1, you got a 2, you get the 5 of Swords. Why are you, if you manifested this, why are you having doubt about it? It's about changing the perspective on it. Truly, because you get the Death card, the Hanged Man, and then the Queen of Pentacles. Whatever conflict or whatever you got going on, it's about what lesson is this trying to pattern? What's it trying to show me? When have I felt this way in the past? How do I want to feel? And like taking it and take the emotion out of it and be like, this is a reference point. What is this lesson? What am I supposed to know? What am I supposed to learn? And then the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups, the Tower, the Ace of Swords, and the Strength card with the Eight of Cups. When you gain the perspective on this and start moving in the place of gaining the wisdom from each of these situations, that's going to give you what you're supposed to teach on your mission. Like it is part of your spiritual mission. And when you pay attention to what that is and you start in that direction, like the energy is going to move forward for you really, really quickly. Like, what do you need to heal? What is this? What from the past do you need to look at differently? Like, what is going on with this person? Is this repeating a cycle from the past? If it is, what is the cycle? If it is, okay, do you like the way the cycle went before? If it's not, how do you want the cycle to go? Like, you have the power to change the cycle. You like really like it's up for offer. And then you get the card underneath if it's safe for you to love. So are you holding yourself back from this person? I feel like you manifested it. Why are you holding yourself back? I feel like it is your person, by the way. So And Mary, we will get you next, a money reading. So Mary, what's going on for you? And on Lady A, you're not being hard on anybody. Are you wanting to be treated, with respect, with boundaries? And if you feel like you're wanting too much, you're not valuing yourself enough. Like as you have more value for yourself, other people will automatically just treat you that way. It's people mirror back at us how we feel about ourselves. It's like totally. I have a reference point example. If my husband is not in the best vibration and he comes by me and I can feel his energy and I ask him, is he going to work on that? And if not, does he want me to start beating up on him like he's beating up on him? Because he's energetically not being in a good vibration. And if he tries to bring his negative vibration by me, we have one or two choices. He can come to my vibration, or I can go to his vibration, or we have to separate. That's literally the only options with energy. So if you're being of a high vibration and loving and valuing yourself, the only people you can attract to you are people that are going to be loving and respectful and abiding of your boundary and honoring it and totally supporting whatever decision you want to make with that. And if they're not, and they're trying to tell you you're being hard on them, they're trying to manipulate you and overrun your boundary. Don't do it. So Mary, we're getting cards for you if you're still here. And you get the card of Door to Romance and you get the card of Journey. So Mary, what are you not doing that's close to your heart that's going to be the thing that would bring you into that place? What's on your journey that you're holding yourself back from? Like, I had stopped doing Reiki. I met Dave because I was doing energy work. I was doing the Reiki. I met Dave. Over time, I wasn't really doing it anymore, and I was doing more reading and more doing other stuff. And you know what? As soon as I step back into doing the Reiki, my path has opened up so much, like so much. So whatever is close to your heart and you're passionate about that you're holding yourself back from, as soon as you go towards that is your journey. And that will bring the new cycle, the world, and the angel of strength there. And we'll get you some tarot as well. Money for Mary. And Mary, you get the card of the Hermit. So it's definitely about following your spiritual path. The Ace of Wands is the bottom of the deck, which is about taking action with that, taking the inspired action with that Page of Pentacles in the physical towards that. Like, as soon as I stepped into my path recently about doing energy work again, you want to know what? My schedule's booked. I have work almost every single day. Like, the money is definitely flowing in. I booked and have scheduled so many readings for today just based on the energy about moving forward, because I'm moving forward to take action on my path to be of service. So, Mary, where are you taking action with your path to be of service? I feel like as long as you don't take the action, that Five of Pentacles is going to continue to be there. So where do you need to take action with passion? We're just going to say we have a Chiron class coming up December 2nd. It's $10. We have learned that you have to have some skin in the game for you to have value at it. So we're charging $10 for our classes. So, and then when we post it with the video, then it'll be like a $50 class. So $10 is a great opportunity. So you are very welcome. Have a great day. Awesome. And we will be back on tomorrow at like 11 a.m. Eastern time to do, we're trying to do daily times about 11-ish in between other work we're doing. And Millie, we will we'll get some cards for you. We're gonna Millie, we're actually gonna use the Twin Flame Ascension deck for you. That's what my guide said. So that was what we started with, a Twin Flame reading to begin. So Millie, if you didn't watch the beginning of this video when I posted, go back and watch the general reading, because that is a Twin Flame reading. It was about the divine feminine, knowing her value and her worth, and then finding her balance, which in turn will attract and be like a magnet to that other person for you. So we're going to get some cards for you. So the first card you get is the Holy Grail code, which is receive the gift. And I hear put your hand on your heart, and you know what you want, but I have to ask, where are you on, like your family? Where are you on your family karma? What's the pattern with love in your family? And like, which of those would you consider those relationships the Holy Grail to you? Like, which one, like, if you had to pick one by flipping a coin and one was head and one was tails and it landed, which one would you be disappointed about? Like, and then you get the card of spiritual awakening, shift or be shifted. And you get the card of honor your agreement, mission in motion. So yeah, I was married 19 years. Dave was married, I believe it was 27 years. Like, but you have to do what makes you happy. So we are gonna, the Five of Pentacles. Millie, how do you feel about your self-love? Like, both of those people are gonna treat you how you value yourself. And I feel like your self-love vibration is not as high as it could be. You don't know your value. Like, as you like have self-love and feel like positive vibrations about yourself, like, everybody emanates that back to you. Like, it is truly amazing. But I feel ultimately you're going to move on. I just don't feel like it's now because the Six of Swords and then the Five of Wands, which is about some chaos and conflict. So I feel like you have to do a little bit, some healing work. I would pre-pave some stuff and do some healing work before I left my marriage. If not, and you, it's going to bring that to the next relationship if you don't do work to clear that energy up first and get rid of any chaos and conflict. Yeah, that is why we use the twin flame card. I don't know if you know what that is. The underlying energy is the sun, which is the happiest card in the deck. The Ten of Swords, which is about, the ending of that cycle. The King of Swords, and then we get the Hanged Man, which is I feel like in time, I just don't feel like the time is right now. The Queen of Wands is there. So everything in the right time for you. I just feel like it's not quite there yet. Like pre-pave your energy, decide what you want, like write your perfect story down. Thank you, Shan. Have a good night. We're about to go as well because Dave's about to be home. So we hope everybody is having a good evening. I think I got everybody. So we are gonna call it a night, and we will be back tomorrow. Everyone have a great night. Thank you for joining us. Bye. Thank you. And check out our you can check out my website. We have a special if you book a service in the month by the 11th, you get a free service in January. So we do readings, we do energy work. So if you're interested in any of that, or we're also having a Chiron class on December 2nd, which is about doing some inner child healing and teaching you the parts of your mission where you're supposed to, use that as part of your healing work in your future. So we hope everyone has a great night and thanks for joining us. Bye.